before the day begins, before the noise and demands take over, there's a quiet moment where everything can shift. That moment is now, and in that stillness, Psalm 5 meets us like a gentle but steady voice, honest, urgent, and full of faith. It's the kind of prayer you pray when you're not sure what the day will bring, but you know who to trust. Psalm 5 isn't just a cry for help, it's a morning declaration of dependence on God. It's the heart saying, Lord, I need your guidance. I need your protection. I need your presence today. This psalm walks with us through our uncertainty, reminds us who God is, and leads us to start the day, grounded not in fear but in faith. Let's step into that prayer together. Psalm 5 is one of those prayers that doesn't pretend. It's not polished or poetic for the sake of sounding spiritual. It's real, it's raw. It begins with desperation and moves toward trust. And that's exactly what makes it powerful, because it meets you where you are. David doesn't approach God casually. He comes early in the morning, fully aware that he needs something only God can give. And he doesn't hide that need. He says, listen to my cry for help, my King and my God, for to you I pray. It's not a whisper, it's not a quiet thought, it's a cry, a deep, urgent plea. He's not just checking in with God, he's leaning completely on him. And that's the heart of Psalm 5. It's a prayer of someone who knows their limits, someone who knows the road ahead could be dangerous, and they won't make it without God's help. That's what makes this more than a nice morning ritual. It's survival, it's surrender, it's saying, God, if you don't go with me, I don't want to go. There's a shift halfway through the psalm, and it's important. After laying out the evil in the world, David says, but I, by your great mercy, will come into your house. That one line says everything. He knows he doesn't stand before God because he's better than others. He knows it's mercy that gives him access, and it's mercy that gives us the same. No matter what yesterday looked like, no matter how you feel right now, you are invited to come into God's presence because of his mercy, not your performance. That's the power of this psalm. It's not just a cry for help, it's a declaration of trust, a turning point where the heart says, I know who I belong to, I know who protects me, I know who provides for me. And that leads us to the next part, God's provision. Every day we wake up with needs, some obvious and some we don't even realize yet. Maybe today you're facing uncertainty at work. Maybe there's tension at home. Maybe you're waiting for news, carrying a financial burden, or just feeling worn out and empty. Whatever it is, you don't have to face it alone. God isn't just a provider in theory. He provides in the quiet, in the personal, in the daily. He's the God who gave manna in the wilderness, just enough for each day. He's the God who sees your needs before you even speak them. And when you come to him in the morning like David did, you're placing your trust in the one who can meet those needs in ways you might not expect, but can always count on. Provision doesn't always look like an immediate fix. Sometimes it's strength to wait. Sometimes it's clarity when things are still uncertain. Sometimes it's simply knowing you're not forgotten. But no matter how it comes, it always flows from God's faithfulness. So this morning, pray boldly. Ask for what you need. Tell him where you're struggling. And then do what David did. Wait in expectation, not with fear, but with faith. Because the same God who heard David's cry is listening to yours right now, and he's more than able to provide. There's something powerful about asking God for guidance at the start of the day. Not after everything falls apart. Not as a last resort. But first, before decisions need to be made. Before challenges hit, before the pressure starts piling up. That's what David models in this psalm. He doesn't just cry for help, he asks for direction. Lead me, O Lord, in your righteousness, because of my enemies. Make straight your way before me. That one line is packed with trust. David isn't just asking for an escape from trouble, he's asking to be led through it. He knows the path ahead isn't clear. There are enemies, traps, distractions. But instead of relying on his own wisdom, he looks up. He says, God, make the path straight. Show me where to go. Show me how to live today in a way that honors you. We need that same kind of guidance. Because let's be honest, Life is noisy. It's full of opinions, temptations, confusion, and sometimes even deception. You can start your day with good intentions and still find yourself drifting by noon. That's why we need more than positive thinking or a good plan. We need God's voice to lead us. We need His Spirit to nudge us, redirect us, and remind us what really matters. Sometimes guidance means knowing which choice to make. Other times it means staying patient while God works behind the scenes. But either way, the invitation is the same. Ask. Not because we have the answers, but because He does. And when we trust Him to lead, we walk lighter. We walk with peace, even when we can't see the full picture yet. That brings us to something we all long for: protection. Not just physical safety, though that matters, but also protection for your heart, your thoughts, your peace of mind. David knew what it was like to face enemies, betrayal, uncertainty, and he prayed for more than just escape. He prayed for covering. Let all who take refuge in you be glad, he says. Spread your protection over them. That's a picture of God's care, like a shield that goes before you, surrounds you, watches behind you. When the world feels chaotic, when you're facing people or situations that wear you down, this prayer reminds you that you're not unprotected. You are covered, not because you're strong, but because He is. And that protection doesn't just mean safety from harm. It also means peace in the storm. It means knowing that even when things feel unstable, God is steady. He's guarding your heart from fear, your mind from lies, your steps from falling into traps. He's keeping you steady when everything around you is shifting. So today, ask for that protection. Pray for it, not just for yourself, but for those you love, for your family, your co-workers, your community. Cover them in prayer, the way David did, and then walk forward in peace, knowing that God's shield isn't just a promise, it's a presence. You are not walking into this day alone. You are surrounded, you are led, and you are held. Once you've prayed, once you've brought your heart to God and asked for His guidance and protection, the next step is simple, but not always easy. You walk forward in faith. You go into your day believing that God heard you, that He's with you, that He's already working on things you can't yet see. Walking in faith isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about knowing that even when things are not fine, God still is. It means you trust Him with the details, with the timing, with the outcomes. It means you don't need to have all the answers to take the next step. You just need to know the one who does. And this is where faith becomes real, not in the quiet moment of prayer, but in the noise that comes after. When the emails start piling up, when the unexpected phone call comes, when your plans fall apart, that's when you'll need to remember what you prayed. That's when you hold on to who God is. You say, Lord, I trust you, even here, even now. David ends Psalm 5 not with fear or uncertainty, but with a confident, peaceful hope. Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. That's not just poetry. That's a promise, and it's yours too. God's love isn't based on how well you perform today. His favor doesn't disappear when you feel weak or when you struggle. It surrounds you, constant, steady, quietly holding you up when you don't even realize it. There's something deeply grounding about starting your day with that truth. When you reflect on God's love and His favor over your life, it gives you strength, not just to survive the day, but to live it well. To be kind even when you're stressed, to be patient even when things don't go your way, to be generous, joyful, and anchored even when life feels uncertain. So take a moment now and really let that sink in. You are loved deeply, unconditionally. You are favored, not because of what you've done, but because of who God is. He sees you, He walks with you, and He surrounds you like a shield. That's the kind of truth that changes how you carry yourself. That's the kind of truth that makes you walk into the day, not afraid, not anxious, but secure, confident in grace, rooted in peace, moving forward in faith. So as you head into your day, carry this with you. God has heard your prayer. He's not distant. He's not waiting for you to figure everything out. He's already beside you, already working, already surrounding you with his love and favor. You're not walking into the unknown alone. You're walking with the one who knows every step ahead. Let Psalm 5 stay with you, not just as a morning prayer, but as a reminder throughout the day. When doubt creeps in, when things get hard, when you are unsure what to do next, pause. Remember who you prayed to. Remember who you belong to. God is your guide, your provider, your protector, and because of that, you can move forward with peace. Let your thoughts today be shaped by his truth. Let your choices reflect his wisdom. And even in moments of weakness, trust that his grace is enough. This is not just another day, it's a day covered by prayer, led by faith, and held in the hands of a faithful God. If this has encouraged you, stay connected with us. Subscribe to Endless Love of God for more prayers, reflections, and words of hope to strengthen your walk with him. And as you go, keep this close. God's love never runs out, and his presence never leaves you. Keep trusting, keep praying, and remember, he's with you every step of the way.